Malachi sat strapped into his seat aboard the spaceship, staring out at the vast metallic interior. The harness dug into his shoulders, holding him firmly in place. Around him, other men sat in similar seats, locked into their own private silences. The air felt heavy, punctuated by an unmistakable odor that made his stomach churn. He glanced across the room and saw tall, graceful women, aliens who looked human, but were unnervingly perfect. They moved methodically, taking men out of their seats one by one. The stench seemed to roll off everyone, but the ship sprayed an odd mist into the air, masking the smell with something floral and artificial. It only made the odor more disorienting. Malachi shifted uncomfortably. His stomach tightened. A familiar but unwelcome sensation bubbled up inside him. He clenched his fists, trying to will it away, but his body betrayed him. It just came out. Heat flushed his face. Oh no, he thought to himself, squeezing his eyes shut. He couldn't do anything about it. This was life now, a humiliating new normal. Linda appeared at his side, her presence as calm and imposing as ever. She unlocked his harness with practiced ease. "Come on, sweetheart," she said gently. Her voice was soothing, but there was no mistaking her authority. She guided him out of the seat, one hand on his back. The hallway stretched endlessly as she walked him through the ship. The floors gleamed unnaturally and the walls hummed faintly, as though the ship itself were alive. The air was thick with the lingering odor, though the sprays continued their relentless fight against it. Malachi's discomfort grew. "Linda, this stinks," he muttered. She chuckled softly. "You'll get used to it. This is a long-stay ship, Malachi. You're going to be with us for a while." As they turned a corner, he caught sight of a peculiar area, a section of the ship that looked like a mock park. He slowed his steps, staring at the strange scene. Grown men played on oversized swings and slides, laughing and shouting like children. Some ran through artificial grass, tossing brightly colored balls. The fluorescent lights above mimicked sunlight, giving the area an eerie glow. "Linda," he said, his voice tinged with disbelief. "Why are they doing that?" She paused beside him, her clipboard tucked under one arm. "You'll understand eventually," she said. "When you're with us long enough, you forget the world you came from. We've been giving you injections to keep your body young. If you want, we can give you something else, something to help your mind match. It might make this easier for you to enjoy." Her words chilled him. He wanted to protest, to demand answers, but the words stuck in his throat. They continued walking until they reached a room with a large changing table. Without being asked, Malachi climbed onto it, laying back. The act was automatic now, resigned. Linda smiled faintly as she undid the tabs on his diaper. "There we go," she said, her tone light. She worked quickly and efficiently, her hands moving with practiced care. To his horror, Malachi felt a flicker of something. A strange, unsettling comfort. He hated himself for it. When she finished, she helped him down. "Time for dinner," she said, guiding him toward the mess hall. The room buzzed with activity. Rows of tables stretched across the space, each one filled with men eating from identical bowls. Malachi's meal was a strange mix of peas, an unidentifiable breaded protein that tasted vaguely like fish, and a soft, starchy paste. Linda sat beside him, encouraging him to eat. "You'll get used to it," she said when he wrinkled his nose. "It's good for you." After dinner, they were led to another section of the ship, a room designed like a theater. The lights dimmed as a puppet show began. Malachi watched in stunned silence as the puppets acted out life on their destination planet, Uwal. The performance was both absurd and deeply unsettling. Linda leaned down, whispering in his ear. "We'll have these shows regularly during the trip. They're to help you adjust, to teach you what life will be like on Uwal." The show described the planet's low gravity, the extended lifespans, and the drugs that would make their transition seamless. Malachi's chest tightened. Panic bubbled up inside him. "No," he muttered, shaking his head. The panic swelled. No, 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 I don't want this. I want off this ship. He bolted upright, his voice rising. I want off the ship. I don't believe any of this. Let me out. Linda was at his side in an instant, her strong arms wrapped around him, lifting him off the ground as though he weighed nothing. Shh, she murmured, holding him tightly. It's okay. You're safe. She carried him down the hall to a room labeled Time Out. The walls were padded, the floor covered in a soft mat. Gentle, relaxing music played from hidden speakers. Linda laid him down on the mat, smoothing his hair back. Just rest, Malachi, she said softly. You'll feel better soon. For an hour, he lay there, staring at the ceiling as the music washed over him. When Linda returned, she helped him to his feet, patting his back reassuringly. Time for bed, she said. She led him to her quarters, a small but comfortable room. A tiny bed was tucked into the corner, but there was also a larger bed in the center. You can sleep here with me or in your own bed, she said. Malachi hesitated. The corner, he said finally. Linda's face fell for a moment, but she recovered quickly. All right, sweetheart, she said, tucking him into the smaller bed. Good night. As Malachi drifted off, his thoughts swirled with fear and confusion. Somewhere in the back of his mind, he felt the weight of his old life slipping away, replaced by the surreal certainty that this journey was only beginning. Thank you for tuning in to this edition of Mommy Sarah's Story Time. If you enjoyed the stories, please support the channel by liking and subscribing. Remember, my channel is not monetized, and I write most of the content myself. On occasions when I don't, it's sourced through emails from trusted contacts. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you're able to, consider making a donation to support our channel. Your support means a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to sharing more stories with you.